Now, of course, when I saw this matchup, I was cursing the gods because for some reason the people who made World of Tanks deemed it necessary to put tier 7s and 5s into matches with tier 10s, whom I can't hurt under good circumstances, much less battle circumstances. So, this is Demonocalypse going over World of Tank replays. I haven't put a lot of videos because, frankly, Matchmaker has been a bitch most days, and I've been deleting hundreds, well, not hundreds, like quite a few replays just to make sure I get a few good ones in. This turns out not that bad, but I swoop around here and then I accidentally get killed by Lorraine 40 ton. So, we won this match, if I remember correctly, simply because of what we have up there. Um, Nothing's really moving, so as you can see, match is pretty much frozen. Or, wait a second, there I am. Yeah, they switch out high explosive rounds and shit. And the Tiger 2 is moving up here. Man, they really gotta fix this shit. And there we go. I know commentary makes this a whole lot more interesting than usually is just me playing World of Tanks, but I'm thinking about just cutting out commentary for a while because, frankly, I'm just too mad of an individual to think about getting out good quality videos while not also voicing my opinion too loudly throughout the entire thing. Like some of you, most of you watch. Well, hopes most of you watch my Tribes Ascend videos, and you know how I'm always complaining in that. You know it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about with my freaking complaining with Tribes Ascend. Like the bullets just move way too fucking slow in that game. They also move way too slow in this game. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't take 5 sec. I know it doesn't take as long as I'm saying it does for a bullet to go as far as needed, but let's just see if I can get into a combat situation and just count down the time between shot. Like, okay, that didn't actually hit him. I'd say it took approximately 2 seconds to go 371 meters or so. My roommate's banging on the wall again because he can't get his girlfriend to do anything for him. Okay, I can never remember who shows up next. Speed this up a little bit. Here's the T-14. He should pop out his head a little bit if I remember correctly. Yeah. 260 meters. Took about 1 second to hit him. 200 meters a second. It just feels slow. I'm like, Tribes Ascend is a lot faster paced than this, and anything that is fast feels slow because of the pacing. The pacing in this game is incredibly slow. However, if the bullets also feel slow and the pacing feels slow, then there's something wrong. And I almost hit that ass. And we lost this one, I remember, because I stuck around for a little bit, and then I just kind of checked out with the... This guy kind of runs like a bitch. The KV with the 152 behind me ends up dead, and that's where I leave because I know we're gonna lose. Well, this is certainly a sleepy match. Okay, well, for World of Tanks replays, there's two things I can do. One of which is possibly just playing as, or just playing at 1x, or adjusting the speed as necessary to display certain points of interest. However, without a rewind, it's incredibly hard to make sure that I always get good points of interest. Now, the problem with this match was that, unfortunately, I only had the 76. Whose bright idea that it was to remove my ability to use the 105 right off the bat was a moron. I am sorry. No, I am not. I'm not. And then I get killed by these fuckers up here. And then I leave. For the most part, I'd like to know how they get the shots for all of these stupid World of Tanks trailers they make. How they get those shots. Are they rendered like with 3ds Max, Maya, or something like that? Or are they rendered in-game? And if they are rendered in-game, why we don't have access to that ability without... Well, we don't even have access to that ability in replay mode. I mean, I assume they'd be recording it in some sort of replay mode or some staged combat event. And I'm really yelling at this dumb fuck in front of me right now because guess what? He brought along the 85 millimeter. Yes, the 85 millimeter, the absolute worst gun you can put on the KV-1S. This actually turned out fairly well. Yeah, this turned out fairly well. Just ding the KV-5, hit the KV-5, and then it goes on and on and on. Lots of combat. Try to get this Wolverine. It's 1375, and then we just cruise along here. Down the Boulevard of Broken Dreams, shoot at the 1375, and it goes on and on. And then my shell missed him for some damn reason. And I'm kind of just hoping that my teammates are intelligent enough to hit the targets as presented to them. Trying to figure out where that Jag Panther is. Turns out he's like back there. Yep. And I got Jack for this thing. Sniper and Confederate. As you can well see, I killed no one, but I got Confederate for it. Not that bad, not that good. Better than usual, kind of. Tricky, very, very tricky. I cannot remember what I did here. Anyways, 7-3 on both teams. I do not like these odds. Over the... It's kind of a normal matchup. I think the 3 must have dragged him in there. I'm kind of... Or the 4 did. Tiger P over the IS. Slow as fucky. And this kind of turned out wonky, I guess. Yeah, because like their entire team just came out of this freaking shaft here. And it's like they keep on tracking me and hitting my tracks at the same time, so... Very few of them actually end up penetrating my armor. And then, like... Why can't I see him? Ah, fuck. I must have been going too fast. Anyways, a KV got with the 152 got a very, very lucky derp on me. Very, very lucky. There he is. Alrighty then. Back to something I tried talking about quite a while ago was the subject of universal battle recorder for World of Tanks, so that you'd be able to share. Well, it's more like a battle replay server rather than something that you keep on your computer. Some like you just like hit a switch, and if you record or replay, it automatically be uploaded to the server. We all know that the replay files are absurdly tiny. I mean, really absurdly tiny. So it'd be possible to have thousands, if not millions, on a 1 terabyte drive, and that's kind of the idea behind it. Yeah, but the idea for that was a separate program that would have access to that server where all the replays were kept, and then you could like search through the replays for like people's names, tank types, scores for tanks, and then you'd be able to pull them up almost immediately. Like I said, they're incredibly small files. None of my replays have been over 500K, so I don't expect like. I think it'd be something that would need to be sponsored by something or for some reason. Like just put like small advertisements or something that get updated weekly or something in there to make sure that we can keep it going. But really, there's not a lot holding it back. Unfortunately, there's a lot holding me back simply because I'm using the AMX-40. I have not fired a goddamn shell yet. Oh, there goes my first one. Anyways, to my death then. Because as you know, this thing fucking sucks. Boom shakalaka. See? This thing fucking sucks. I didn't like this one at all. That the PZB2F is being removed because it's too light. It's worse than the B1, and the B1's bad enough as it is. Like, technically the B2, BF isn't supposed to be able to penetrate my armor because he only has 55 millimeters penetration. If he shoots me in the turret, yeah, he can kill me. He can hurt me, but I think they switched out for like a 5 centimeter or 45, something along those lines. Anyways, I run into guess who right away, and I'm just machine gunning it. I'm not actually doing any damage, and I keep on getting hit by other things besides the B2. Anyways, life sucks. T-28 killed me. As you know, the T-28 has an okay gun. Doesn't have much armor, but I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. And then I complain about this guy's slow ass shell speed. I mean, seriously. Rewind. Wait a second, they haven't given us that feature yet. I'd love to be able to rewind that and just like time it out, because it took like 3 seconds to reach the goddamn target. Well, this was an intriguing match, if I remember correctly. Nothing really to say other than that as intriguing. Or maybe not, if I remember now. KV! My bullets do not go straight for some damned reason. Freaking roulette system. And then I get hit in the freaking forehead. For some reason, I don't get the idea to go around for some damn reason. And I don't know why, but KVs can really hurt something on the move. I mean, you barely miss with the fucker. That's kind of a problem for me. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell everyone else is doing, because the death cam system sucks so goddamn badly. I can't see jack shit. Then the priest asks the M4 to keep the KV lit up so that he has something to shoot at. I have no idea. There's the KV, there's the M2 medium tank. Personally, I wanted to take out the M2 because it does pose quite a threat to artillery units, especially if it's a 75 short howitzer. then there's M2 medium tank, yeah, there. And then, if I remember correctly, I left. Yeah. Alright. Oh, yes, I remember now. I think. Yeah, I believe so. I think this was the match that caused me a little bit of upset because for some reason I didn't quite get why I kept on bouncing shells. But let's just go forward. M5 light tank running all over the friggin' place, and then I miraculously shoot him. There's an ARL-44 over there. Unfortunately, for some reason, I don't quite get that my shell doesn't like to penetrate him. I mean, I can penetrate his turret just fine. That's an easy part. But his body, for some reason, Then I got incompetent teammates that can't defend the fucking base. For some reason, like, my 167 millimeters of penetration can't go through his 120 millimeters of armor. It is at a pretty extreme angle, but it's still kind of ridiculous that I can't penetrate him. Anyways, we lost this, as you can plainly see. I was kind of raging at this IS for being so goddamn useless. And then I left. I know many of you were expecting something else for my next video besides just more replays. But for right now, live commentary just isn't working for some reason. I can't... It's just a pain. It's like, I never know what's going to happen, and that causes me a lot of problems. Like, in this match right here. This was horrible, because I proceeded too quickly. I didn't get the support I needed from my freaking teammates. I raged at my teammates because of lack of support, and then we lost. I'm sorry, but a tier 6 does not belong in a match with tier 9s. I can handle tier 8s, that's easy enough, but tier 9s I can't go do anything against. And tier 8s, yeah, are a problem too, but this is a pain in my freaking neck. The horrors we must inflict upon ourselves in order to stay in civilized society. Criminy friggin' sakes. I am so tired of this bullshit. Let's see, what did I do? What did I do? Wesp asks how people kill things with SPGs, and AMX12 replies, skill. It is a skill, it's also a shitload of patience, and the ability to accept that Wargaming has nerfed one of the most powerful and useful tanks into the ground. Now, if I remember correctly from this match, it went all kerflooey because I proceeded way too fast and did not get the support I required. There goes my gun. Gun is operational again. However, I still can't hit the broadside of a freaking barn. Don't actually get the kill on that one. I blind fired the ARL-44 in the hopes that artillery will help me. Fortunately, it doesn't. Not at all. Then I blind fire again at the ARL-40 and 44, and I just don't hit it. Then I see the EM. My gun got knocked out way too freaking often in this freaking match. Then I got hit by artillery after I had hit him. And I'm fairly certain we lose this match, but I can't remember if I stayed around or not. No, I didn't. As you can see, the gun went back to a neutral position, so yeah, that's the end of the match. I'm fairly certain we lost this one, but let's just see. I saw 3 of them back at the base. It's possible we could have won, but I really can't remember. This has been Demonocalypse. Thank you for watching.